We're late. We're late for a hapless prison break. This week on the Hapless Heroes.
Ooh, can I turn myself into a water bong?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hapless Heroes, a recording where we play Dungeons the Dragoning. And tonight, our players at the table of myth, woe, and fantasy, they are, well, I'll let them introduce themselves to you. We'll start off at the tip of the table with Dave as March.
Yeah, how you doing, everybody?
Seated next to him is Francesco, playing Percival Flodhest.
I was going to make a joke about the tip of the table, but I couldn't come up with it in time.
At the other tip of the table is Jack, playing Jam Jam.
Jam Jam just hopes he doesn't get shanked.
Seated next to his tip is Sebastian, playing Choom Daloom.
My dad always said I was going to prison one day.
Seated next to him, at another tip of the table, is Nicole, playing Glorp Glup Glup. And your sixth and final tip is me, Lewis, your DM and voice of many things and people, as well as some descriptions, and Lev Zangief. Tonight we join our heroes, or today, or tomorrow, whatever day it is for you. But at this moment in time, we join our heroes after setting down on ROI, a number that I have to look up. Hold on one second.
2235.
2235. Our heroes set down on the bleak and somewhat filthy, instantly filthy, pollution-stained world and air of ROI 2235, where they were met post-haste with a series of very caustic and cheap soaps and scrubbings to their beloved the SS Astrid 2. And then we're met with they were met by a small but very strong and stocky dwarven woman who has she's dressed in very fine kind of fine uniform, well-pressed uniform, very presentable. She's got her insignia and her ranks. She, from what they could ascertain, was the lieutenant who was they were told was waiting for her, or for them rather. And she informed the crew that they were behind schedule and needed to hurry up and drive out to the slag and pick up those prisoners tonight. And that's very quickly, the last 5 minutes of last episode, but that doesn't matter. Here we are on the landing pad of ROI 2235. As we begin to walk away, I should say, as she says this to you, she turns around and starts walking towards the main building of the downport that you guys have currently set down on. Pretty much expecting you to follow.
Now, to Jam Jam's knowledge, I can't remember, and it's been a while since we actually got the plan in character too. Is Celine in on what we're going to do right now?
Not that you're aware of.
Okay.
Not that Randall seemed to imply at all.
Okay. That was very
So we
important.
have to act the part around her. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Correct.
Does
Wait,
three different
which
salutes.
Wait, which part are we acting? If it's responsible, that's going to be difficult.
I'm pretty sure I said it's Shut the Fuck Up Friday for Percy, so I'm not doing the talking. I think Jam Jam is the one kind of leading us on this one.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to text Lev, since he is the only one technically not here. And I'm just going to say, hey, bud, hate to ask this, but Brew is acted kind of weird again. And last time he did that, he kind of redacted some people. And you're the only one that I think could possibly stop him from doing that. So can you stay and watch the ship and make sure he doesn't do that again? Love, kisses, smoochy, smoochy, emoji, emoji, eggplant. Send. All right, where we going?
Off.
Jam Jam is going to use merging to go into the minds of Percy and March and just say, remember, we are not certain that Celine is in on this. As we start walking towards where the car is, or the transport, I think she called it. And he's going to say, just try your best not to say anything.
She turns around as she's has been walking away from you guys for a tiny bit of time here, and says, "Well, are you coming?"
Oh, I'd assumed we were already following as to not be suspicious, and I was warging into them as they were following me, and I did not warg into Glorp because Glorp responds, and I did not.
Who would be in the front, if I could ask?
Jam Jam for sure. He trusts no one else to complete this mission except for maybe March and Choom is scared that he's going to get squished.
I was going to say, and currently Choom has to either uppies with Percy or Glorp, as we are the only two bigs in the party currently.
Yeah.
Glorp is going to be dawdling at the back, and Glorp has also made themselves essentially like a straw coming out of their back end, and you just see, or like a chimney would be more accurate, but like a long,
right,
just like, right, I've just got like...
They smoked some scrolls.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why Glorp isn't saying anything, so I've used my little extension to be doodad thing that I definitely remember the word
Pseudopod?
for. Thank you. I've extended my pseudopod. Like a giant piece of fettuccine pasta or whatever. Yep.
Like an exhaust.
Yeah.
Easiest
Way
choice
behind me.
ever. Choom's going to see the smoke stream coming out of you.
You're gonna shotgun the second hand.
So wide. And he's going to go, Larpy, uppies. Please.
Yeah.
Surrounded by the literal fuzz.
Oh, yeah.
Not the I mean, yeah, it's not like this is a prison colony in and of itself.
Choom's anxiety
it's a corporate
through the roof.
prison. Yeah.
He does not like prison. He does not like cops.
We are walking into security HQ.
Glorp is now
just to clarify for everybody who's super stoned right now.
Upon seeing Jam Jam's disapproving look, Choom's just gonna like give him a look back, like, "What? You want me to waste it?" As the stream of smoke's just constant. It's chilled.
It was supposed to be discreet
knowing we are scrolls
exhaust,
scrolls.
And it's become a hose now. Like you're using me like one of those beer bong hats.
If you would allow,
because you're sitting on me.
If you would allow,
Christ, this is the worst cartoon I've ever seen.
If you would allow,
if any animators listen to us, please.
I'm just trying to make it less conspicuous because he's inhaling it and like holding it and trying to make it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're
trying to at least ghost it.
Diffusing. He's calling it diffusing the smoke is what he's trying to say. That if it goes
I hope
through
you can hear the air
it goes
quotes
through
in
him,
John's fingers there.
if it goes through him, there's less smoke to come out, right? Yeah, that's how it works.
I feel like I'm doing the fucking work for the team right now, bro.
Sorry, Lou. Welcome to the DM table for the hapless heroes.
No, I'm letting it go because
March is slightly paranoid and just kind of gently doing the don't suspicious.
Nice. Choom, did you send that message to the group chat or did you send it specifically to Lev?
Because Choom wouldn't discern any difference between the two, he would have sent it to the group chat because that was the last thing he had sent anything to.
It's the most recent conversation in your history.
March responds to that with what? No squirt emoji at the end? Fucking tease.
Okay.
Shit.
And with Jam Jam in the front, followed by whatever the fuck is happening behind him, Celine does turn to you and says, So I take it you're the leader of this group here. What was your name again? It wasn't on the paperwork.
Suspicious.
Jam Jam would say, trying to think, hold on. I just need a 2 syllable. It's so easy to think of what I consider Dowar names. Dodgy.
Wait, do we have fake IDs? So we're not using our real names? Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Hold on, I had to come up with an
our
alias.
IDs don't have our names unless they did. Unless
No,
I
they,
can't.
they do not have names.
They have no names. They had no authentication. They
Flan
just had
Flan.
our number.
You got Slam.
I went with DG.
DG.
DG, no,
DG. Slam.
no rank. You don't say anything like that, or DG?
I don't know. I guess.
I just want to know. If you just want to say DG, that's fine. But
Would Jam Jam know enough to be able to impersonate a rank in their prison system?
Did we do
I
any
mean-
like pre-prep for
No.
that?
I mean, I don't know if like what Astral Tech's prison hierarchy would operate like. So I don't know what their.
that's fair. I would say that from if you could, I mean, you could roll.
She was
like a
lieutenant,
history.
right? Yeah.
She is a lieutenant. Yes.
And I mean, Jam Jam presumably just trying to go with the lowest rank. He's just a transport.
Sure. How about this? What's your intelligence stat? Just what is the raw
Plus
stat
1.
for it? Okay, so it's at least like a 10. I would say that you could assume that with relative ease that it's probably based in a similar way to like private.
Yeah, if you're trying to be an enlisted squad leader, you're probably like a specialist or
But like corrections officers call themselves COs.
yeah.
But you would just, you know what I mean? And I don't know if they introduce themselves as
Corporal.
CO DG or not.
No, but
To
you'd
each
be
other.
like corporal probably.
Yeah, I don't know enough. But yeah.
So then,
No,
no,
no.
Roll the dice. No. Okay.
rank.
No. Okay. Good. As you guys are walking, yeah, she asks you this. You respond, DG, and she looks you up and down and says, "Well, DG, you couldn't have come at a better time. Honestly, we've been dealing with a lot of risk, and how shall I put this? We've been dealing with a lot of risks to our assets lately. And I'm sure you may have had your own run-in with them on your time to here to support us. For whatever reason, there's been an increase in all these raids on our supply lines from these damn pirates. And, well, glad to see that we finally have some help because we need it. Especially with the locals going off about this supernova that we have to deal with the sun. I mean, it's something that you...
Jam Jam looks towards the sun. Is it a supernova?
There's 3 suns, remember?
Yeah, but if one of them-
Yeah, and you see the main sun, which you read earlier from a small dossier on the system
Is that
that's
the
called
mother?
named as the Mother, and you see it like almost I'm trying to think of the right word here. Pulsing isn't the right word. Neither is throbbing. Sorry, bonk. But it's a very
saying the word doesn't require a
Self-bonk?
bonk. You're giving away.
Why
the
does that
context.
also feel so dirty?
Yeah.
Do it again.
right.
It's a very turgid description.
It just, and I know this seems
Wow.
a little obvious, but the color at which it emits is like someone took the saturation and turned it up to like 100, 200 even.
Yeah.
You know, it has this very kind of, it has this very, like the light has this very like kind of bulging effect on the surface of the actual star instead of what we would consider to be a normal day for our star, right? And you can kind of see that color almost shifting off of it in a breath kind of form of just like this kind of wave that pulses out through the sky surrounding the star itself. Did you have a question, Sebastian? I see your finger pointed up.
I was waiting. I'm sorry. Upon putting this all now together, the information given, the information Choom got when he was pulling in, he did notice that it was quite weird. And now, piecing it all together, Choom is going, smoke coming out of his ears. Excuse me. I mean, Lieutenant, sir, ma'am, person.
Yes?
What?
What was your name again?
Oh, yes. I'm Sergeant Vroom.
Vroom?
And listen, wait, hold on. No. Important question, though. You're sending us out into the wild space during a potential supernova. What are we driving? I mean, is it equipped to handle the radiation levels that would be coming off of that star?
I like that not only is Choom saluting, but he also holds rank and is actually the ranking person, I believe, here right now somehow.
As he just introduced himself as a sergeant. A sergeant of what? We don't know. A sergeant for whomst? We don't know.
Yeah, and Choom is staring, Jam Jam is staring daggers at you, Choom.
And I'm staring at Jam Jam, you know, as if trying to say with just my eyes, and I wasn't supposed to fucking talk.
Yeah.
Glorp raises their hand as soon as Choom finishes and says,
"And I'm General Gup Gup, and do you want a sandwich?"
Oh my god.
By the way, just so you know, I would imagine we look like the two most stoned cadets that have ever been. I'm literally doing grab balls out of Glorp right now.
I didn't hear anything that was said after I noticed the sun looked like it was breathing.
Jam Jam.
You've been just staring directly into the sun.
Jam Jam is going to turn to Celine and Lieutenant Glaive and say, apparently Astrotech's only been hiring the best lately. And he'll give Lieutenant Glaive a wink and then try to get us. Can I roll? If I have to roll charisma, I can. But like, I'm just trying to get that whole conversation out of her mind immediately.
I'll allow you. I'll let you roll either a persuade or deception, whichever one you think might be more appropriate to Jam Jam's style.
Okay, they're both. I think it would probably be more deception, I guess. Oh, it's only
you
a
really.
4.
You're gonna really have to sell General Gup
didn't.
Gup staring directly into the sun.
No, there was no real coming back from that, so I only rolled a 4.
Can I impose that it would be easier to do because she doesn't have a choice? She did say that they have been getting fucked in the ass. Like,
actually, hold on.
I do have the actor skill, and I am in disguise right now, so I'm just saying she probably is buying it.
Well, hold on a second. We have roles to resolve. I know that there's.
Sorry.
We want to respond to the stack in Dungeons the Dragoning, but we do have roles to resolve. So
I'm tapped out.
So DG, the lieutenant's eyes like they I don't want to say squint, but they narrow for a moment at you, and then she doesn't even turn from. At this point in time, she's like, in line with your shoulders and your just your body in general, right? She's face to face with you. You see her that she doesn't even turn her head. Her eyes move inside of her head and look directly at all of the at the buffoonery that's happening over there, especially General Glub Glub.
Gup Gup.
Sorry, General Gup Gup. I'm using an Elias.
Gup. Gotcha.
An Elias? Not an alias.
No,
No. This one is very much the emphasis on the lie.
an Elias.
She does turn it to General Gup Gup and says, "What was that? Gup Gup? I must have misheard you."
No, that's right. It's Cup Cup.
And I salute.
Wonderful.
I was going to try to offer help to Jam Jam before we resolved all this stuff, but I think that there was really no helping this.
I don't know.
Just have to get there. Just have to get
I mean, I rolled a 23 on my performance. I did roll.
She turns and
I
walks
cast
back,
guidance.
and she starts walking towards the main building on the that's attached to this downport where we set down. And the building itself is nothing fantastic or anything. It's several stories of concrete, efficiently put together.
I was going to say,
At the
you mentioned
top-
it's like brutalist architecture.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
right?
Yeah,
Like,
at the top of the
Astral tech.
the door, the main entrance where you're walking towards, which is just kind of these like several slabs of stone turned openly, I guess, or at an angle to allow an entrance. Above it, you see in like plain black block lettering, it says Horizon Security.
And then in tiny text on that sign, it says a subdivision of Astral Tech Security Services.
Yes.
Because it's all just nested corporations. This is just the nesting doll of corporations is what Astral Tech is. So
Gives me the willies.
Yeah, it's basically exactly that. It's just a part of Astral Tech, and more specifically their reharmonization sector.
That's what they call it.
Yeah. Anyways, Celine walks through the doors with Jam Jam in tow. Jam Jam and Co. in tow. If there are no more
Places to go.
intrusions.
That depends. Are
And,
there any
um,
vending machines or water fountains out in this lobby area?
You did ask. This is your fault.
Yes, there is one vending machine. From what you can
Excellent.
see, it is
What's in it?
it's quite large.
Mhm.
And in the center is a single indentation for where you can see like a little spout at the top with a grate, and there's a tube attached to the side, full of, well, at the end of which is a little kind of cone of wax paper, which you could pull out, maybe.
I
Take a
disregard the paper and just, straight attach myself to the little thing that looks like a spout.
Okay, nice. It immediately starts to flow with incredibly hot and horrible, like sludgy coffee.
this is the
directly
first
into-
time that Glorp has tasted coffee, though.
Yes,
This is
it's
such a
acrid
poor
on your-
representation.
it's acrid in your hands and inside your wrists right now, Glorp. It feels like the same sensation that an earthworm might, or maybe I shouldn't say earthworm, but a Concordia worm might, as it
a worm.
as it wiggles through the
A groundworm.
through the soil. Yeah, it doesn't feel pleasant, but you do feel a jolt of energy as it sort of surges through
Ooh.
your elbows,
Interesting.
closer towards your tasting.
Oh no, is
nodule.
Glorp speedballing?
Literally.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yes,
I
bro.
stay
Emoji.
attached to
Is
it
this just a
until
coffee
it touches. Well, it's going through like my hand basically, so it's more of a coffee IV, which I've
You are
requested
just
multiple
an
times in my
ooze
working
person.
life.
Yes.
Right.
So it's the thing I've always dreamed of while working in an office. It's
Can you control how it flows? Like, does it automatically start to like watercolor out into the rest of you, or is it like a solid stream still inside of you?
I feel like you'd probably see it mixing in, but you'd also see because right now I've got like a large air pocket inside of me too, right? Because I bonged myself, so I've got it wouldn't be mixing into the air caverns. But it would be mixing in with the rest of me, and you'd see Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's how Glorp talks too. Is you literally just have to make an air cavity to force the air
and wheeze
out.
it out like a balloon, kind of. Yeah,
right. That is how Glorp speaks.
Like that.
But yeah, as you see, as soon as the coffee touches the taste implant, I remove myself from the vending machine immediately. And you can see as the coffee is moving through the rest of me, I keep moving my taste bud further away. So I can go as long as possible without tasting the coffee.
Oh yeah,
and then chase after everyone else. No, first I check actually if Chum wants any coffee, and then chase after.
Oh no, I'm good.
Nice.
I'm still riding the fucking wicked high from all the coffee beans I ate. Thank you.
Yeah, you could literally see flecks of coffee beans in his teeth.
Ooh, can I turn myself into a water bong? I run all the smoke through the coffee somehow.
Probably. I feel like you are part water bong already.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
God.
I somehow caffeinate the weed.
This is genuinely as they say in certain gaming circles, the bong cloud approach to the problem that we are trying to solve. Quite literally.
Yep.
The worst possible opening. Because
Yeah.
we're 40 minutes in.
So we catch back up. We're back. Different color, one of us, but we're back.
Nice. And she says, anyways, DG, that's why I really need you to take care of this problem that we have right now and be ever vigilant. Especially about the things that I told you in a previous conversation that... I'm just kidding. So, as you guys kind of catch up to her, she does kind of continue off where she left off, which was her talking about the sun currently breathing, or so it seems to those who are very inebriated, and maybe some who are not. She says, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they told you that that's exactly why we're evacuating everybody right now, including these prisoners, is we can't risk any more assets being lost in this sector. Otherwise, well, I don't have to tell you what happens if we don't meet our quotas here at Astral Tech. And we do meet our quotas. Anyways,
But hypothetically, just because I know the rules, never mind.
yes.
He as I see Jam shoot daggers at me.
Yeah.
As I start talking, never mind.
Jam is going to ask, when you lost your assets, what exactly did it look like?
She doesn't really say anything. You do see her kind of, for a moment, tilt her head away from you to show you only the side of her head that doesn't have a scar tissue across one side of it.
Oh, okay. So are these solar flares, or what exactly is happening while this sun goes supernova that's destroying the things?
Maybe I misinterpreted. That's not necessarily a result of solar flares so much.
Oh, it's just the pirates?
not meeting quotas.
There you go.
Oh.
And which is what I thought you meant. If you're referring to the sun, what the ramifications of the sun going supernova are, one of them is, solar flares is a big one. That's
Collapse
not
of
good.
the wild space system.
Yeah. Remember that question I asked earlier in that goofy state of mind that I was in? It's an important question.
Blackouts as a result of EMP pulses. That's another thing you'd have to worry about too.
So when they're saying they're trying to evacuate, they're evacuating because
entire
of
Because it's
solar
eventually
system.
going to this wild space system, correct? Because it's
Yes.
eventually going to blow up.
And when they're talking
And
about
collapse.
losing assets, they're talking about pirates and potentially the solar anomalies.
I don't want to overstep here, but I think that assets to Astrotech are everything that is in this system.
Astrotech
Yeah.
property.
Yeah, no,
Technically,
but
right
like-
now, you are an
Yeah.
asset.
I'm trying to process, like, because imagining from my perspective, even Jam would know that them losing a moon full of people would be loss of an asset. Like,
Yes.
you know what I
But
mean?
now think about an entire
I
solar
got
system.
balloons for that. Thank you.
Your fucking camera, dude. Your camera doing the random animations every now and again is the funniest thing.
Yeah.
That unfortunately our audience can never doesn't get to see, but we.
Yeah, I don't know
Just
how you
get to
trigger that
enjoy.
each time.
But, so like when we assets is like it's capital A assets. So like an entire wild space system. That's you said you said there were several planets in this system. Is that correct?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, so like presumably these planets and all the moons or whatever that may or may not surround them probably all have different or remnants of different expeditions, mining, whatever resource gathering or other exploitation Astrotech would have been doing here. Probably why the system is called Pittance, because I bet you it's not really making a whole lot for them now because they gotta evacuate literally everything before this system potentially collapses entirely and ceases to exist on the astroplane anymore. I mean, there are 2 other suns, but with the biggest one blows up, I could imagine that the chain reaction would be devastating.
Pretty devastating. Yeah. That's a great assumption of things.
And you see that Percival is writing on his tablet. He's got a little stylus that he's using to take some notes. To then, tactfully later share that with the group chat so as not to speak up at a time where he should not be talking.
I will say, too, when we entered the system, we did see a bunch of lightless planets, too, that we couldn't really see any signs of light pollution in the same way that you could on 2235.
On this one. Right.
So that should speak to the
Pittance.
to the emptiness, I guess, of this current system right
Rather
now.
barren system. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Anyways, and she says, "Yeah, listen, we don't have a lot here, and but what we do have is basically a glorified hover bus. But I think it'll be real quick. It takes a day. It's not a very it's not a very difficult journey either. You just have to make it through. There's one road, you follow it through, and you just pick them up. You'll give them these papers." She pulls out an envelope from within her
Coat.
jacket, and transport them over here. We're gonna retrofit your ship to some holding cells and send you on your way.
Our ship?
Well,
We
I
have
mean-
a brig.
my ship, we don't have any ships to give out, unfortunately, which is why you were brought from Prophetess with a ship. And
Yes.
I'm
Jam,
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
Why
now
we have a
looking at,
brig.
I imagine it's like a off gray, just an exact bus without wheels, slightly hovering, that has
Yeah.
ROI State Penitentiary on the side.
That's
of
what
It
it.
actually
Choom thought
says-
they wanted us to go in. He's
it
like, we're
actually
gonna.
says ROI 2235 Reharmonization
Yeah.
Institute.
Yeah, and then there's bars on all the windows all the way across.
Yeah.
There's when you get into the bus, there's a little spot in each seat where you can chain the prisoner to the seat
Yeah.
directly.
Yeah, I don't. Fuck that thing. We'll take our ship. That's fine. Way more comfortable with that.
Do we have a choice? Is it? I didn't take
This
this,
was-
as an optional. I thought we had
No,
to take
we
the
ha-
prison
we
bus.
have.
to go
we just
get
have
the
to
prisoners.
transport these prisoners. We don't have to take well, we have to bring them to the ship. So
Right,
they
and
will
then
need
they'll-
to be transported by bus from there to here, probably. But then we need to put them on our ship.
And
instead of
that's what takes a day.
And again, this is out of the day's journey from here to the prisoners.
in the bus.
Is that what you're saying? In the bus.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's about a 12-hour drive to the facility, and then a
On the
12-hour
surface.
drive back. Correct.
In a
On the
harbor
surface.
bus.
And then, according to whatever mission we were put on, we're supposed to be transporting these prisoners somewhere that Astrotech wants us to. And our instruction was to transport one of these prisoners to somewhere
Yeah.
that,
Oh yeah.
So,
Randy wanted us to bring him.
with this in mind, we're supposed to be getting ourselves over to get one guy. So all we have to do is get into the actual prison. I don't think they're going to let us fly in with our ship.
No. We'll take the bus and we'll pick up. We should do the job until a certain point.
We do the job
Inside
until
the-
it's time for us to break from the job.
Inside of the bus, you see you see spaces for 3 cells on each side.
Oh, it's like full cells in the bus. Okay.
Yes, but they look more like bubbles, kind of.
Yeah.
Like blue bubbles suspended from. Well, you can't see the looks of it, but you see 3 blue bubbles that you can assume are some kind of holding cell.
Okay.
Once we're in the bus, away from Lieutenant Glaive, I'm gonna, I guess, merge again with Choom and Marge, just in case there's any
Son
kind
of a
of
bitch.
listening device. I'll let you know too at some point.
No, it's fine. It's always like, getting picked. This Percy's used to getting picked last. It's
Yeah.
fine.
It's
He's-
mental dodgeball.
Just gonna say that I don't know if we had planned out exactly what was going to happen in the trip, or we knew really what was going to happen. It's just going to say we should prepare Lev to pick us up, have him on standby.
You want Lev to fly the ship?
Yes.
Have you seen Lev work anything more than an air fryer?
He only has to go in a straight line.
A text comes through to the group chat. And it says something like
Struggling with coffee maker, please help.
Yeah. It says- no. In fact, it says, hello everyone. Strange lady came to strange lady sent a tall man to tell me I am not I'm not needed here. I need to go to a fronter line, I guess. Apparently there's some kind of issue on the closer, bigger lines. I'm not really too sure. It might be a floor thing, honestly, which I can help with, so. Anyways, there is pie in oven. Oven is turned off. Don't worry, I learned from last time.
So Lev is leaving the safety of a ship in not our control to Rue, who we haven't seen leave its room in 2 weeks.
It's in good hands.
Okay, but what about the pie?
What about all the murders that are going to happen? That's exactly what Choom was worried about. Almost every time we've lost track of Brew for too long, he's come back actively killing someone.
That's why I wanted Lev to. Yeah, that's why I wanted Lev to be there to make sure that it didn't happen. But
Are we gonna be back in time to bake the pie? Should I go back now?
no, it's fine. If knowing Lev, he already baked it.
You're not
Probably
in the
cool.
merge.
Oh, that was the
But I
text.
got
That
the
was the
text
group chat.
message.
That was the group.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
This is the
Yes,
text message.
yes.
There's so
Sorry,
many
I'm
different
getting
forms
so-
of communication going on right
Yeah,
now.
sorry.
Yeah.
Future shit.
I don't know
Future-
anything
future
else that's
problems.
going on. I'm just concerned because there's a pie, and I don't think we're going to be back fast enough. So,
No,
like,
we're
there's
gonna be
a
back in
pie
23
concern.
Hours.
Yeah.
How long can
So
it
I'm
be
gonna
frying
text-
in an oven?
Full day from now.
I'm gonna text
It should
Lev
be in
that
the
information
fridge.
that we are gonna be gone for a day. At
And that
least.
people are going to be touching the ship.
Left put the pie in the fridge.
Who's touching the ship?
They're installing.
It's a barrage of messages.
Oh yeah, the brig. And tell
we
him
have
that.
a brig.
Wait,
We
left
have
bring
a
us the
brig.
pie.
They're installing something in our ship to haul more
They
prisoners.
did say that.
Yeah,
She did
they're
say
installing-
that.
Oh yeah, right.
Extra rig.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maybe
so we have
should make a
yes,
second
extra
pie.
brigs.
and I don't know how big our brig actually is, whether or not it can fit 6 people.
That's true. It probably couldn't. So
No,
that's fair.
our cargo bay is getting turned into a brig.
What flavor is the pie?
Also, I have no idea what the fuck we're gonna do with the rest of the prisoners because
I have an idea for that.
were. If you could just remind me, Lou, you did say that Randy was only interested in one of these prisoners. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I
our
have an idea for
prisoner
that.
goes in our brig. The other prisoners go in the newly installed brigs.
I
Yeah,
understand.
I'm merging with Jam Jam, who I believe had asked like
Yes.
the plan, the overarching plan. Choom will then reveal he's going to pull out the extra astral tech outfit that would have been Lev's if he was here, and out of his bag of holding, I think we could. I'm getting down low, so I'm not in the windows of this giant bus. I think we get the guy and the other prisoners, and everyone else would see me miming this, but Jam Jam would hear me clearly.
Oh yeah, you're talking with your hands, but you're talking
March can
in
hear.
your mind.
March can hear.
And
Yeah.
March can hear. I think
Yeah.
we get the guy we're supposed to get. We put him in this. It'll be a little baggy, I think, but it'll be fine. And then we take the other prisoners that we are sent to get. Don't worry, I have a plan for that. And then we'll take those prisoners. We'll make sure they end up in the brig, and then we'll disguise him as one of us.
Is it a dessert pie or a savory pie?
And now, I imagine
Does anyone go
Choom.
back to get the pie?
No.
I'm just still continuing to text questions about the pie. It's just like
That
15 of them from Glorp.
Choom is driving.
I mean, I could drive this piece of shit.
Yeah, does it have adjustable pedals so we can bring them up higher? to
That's
the
what Jam
seat?
Jam was gonna say. Let's
That's
play
very
it.
accessible.
Let's play it by ear, and then he's gonna shift it into drive and put his foot on the gas. That's how typically, if Choom is too short and doesn't have a gel thing to punch to get us to go.
I usually use my ray gun to steer, but this
Hey,
is
he
actually
said this
safer.
was accessible. They have adjustable pedals.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well,
Do whatever you want, man. I don't mind.
We're still
I'm kinda
in
stoned right
drive
now anyway.
and going.
Let's go.
Okay, the lieutenant did not come with us, did she? Or is she on the bus with us?
No, she's not. I want to back up here. I know that we're excited to hit the bus and everything, but I do want to clear some things up before we.
Sure,
Heard?
of course.
So you guys you get to the bus. We described it already. It's a big, ugly, kind of rundown gray bus. There's 6 cells inside that are bubbles. As you get in, they are probably about 5 feet in height, maybe 4.5 feet in height. And they're quite wide too. They take up most of the where you would see a bench within the bus itself. 3 on each side, and there's a lane down the middle. They all have a little power cell, and they hum with energy. It's a very blue bubble too, for any of you interested. And I'll also say too that she just kind of opens up the door and lets you guys walk around, and then she comes back. Well, you see her leave, we'll say. You guys all have this big conversation about what you're going to do. And you see her come back. She raps on the door. It opens up. She tosses you a set of keys. She says, and be careful out there. Like I said, there's a lot of risks to our assets. And we don't want to disappoint Astral Tech. Especially not while we're on the clock. And that's where we'll end this moment in time's history. I'm trying to be as time conscious as possible right now to make sure that I appease those chrono gods that we all succumb to on a daily basis. I hope that you've enjoyed warming your feet to our fire. And I'm going to go ahead and let past Fran tell all of us where to find us on the internet and places like it.
Thank you all for listening. If you like what we do, you can find all of our links in one convenient place, and that is our link tree. It's just linktr.ee/haplessheroes. There, you'll find our social media, merch, and Patreon, but most importantly, you will find the crown jewel of our internet presence, and that is our Discord server. It is free to join, and it's where the cast and I hang out the most, chatting with you, our amazing audience, about the show, sharing memes, and geeking out about all things nerdy and delightful. We'd love to have you be a part of that community. Now, if you really like us, please consider leaving us a 5-star rating or review on the podcast service of your choice. It means the world to us. It helps new listeners find the show, and if we spot your review, we'll give you a shout out right here as the 5-star human that you are. Now, if you really, really like us, you can support the show directly by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/haplessheroes. It's also linked on our link tree. We have a treasure trove of bloopers, bonus content, and even some out-of-character episodes from our many years of adventuring together. Some of those we've even released for free. So please, check it out. That's all for now, though. So let's kick it back to the crew in the future.
Absolutely incredible. You know, if I didn't know any better, I would say that was Albert Franstein. I'll let the editors
Nice.
post that one. Post.
What do you want me to do with that?
Just insert
genius,
yourself
Joe.
saying
It was
whatever you
genius.
want.
No, genuinely, honestly,
Add some fanfare.
what do you want me to do with that?
Claps. I want the Everybody Loves Raymond fucking audience clap noise.
You want me to put in a laugh track for you?
Yeah, a laugh track and just like audience mooning.
Ooh. Very
That's exactly
obvious
that.
laugh.
That's gonna play now. You're welcome, Lewis.
And now that we've engaged in mirth, I'll go ahead and end tonight's joyous activities. Starting where the last tip was, me, your DM, host, some voices, and Lev Zangief, Lewis. To my right, another tip. Nicole, playing Glorp Glup Glup, playing General Gup Gup.
Is a pie a sandwich? If I were a sandwich, I'd be a jelly sandwich. What kind of jelly sandwich would I be? I'd be a grape jelly sandwich. Maybe orange marmalade. That doesn't seem right at first, but orange is basically the warm version of blue, you know?
To their right is Sebastian, another tip, playing Choom de Loom, playing Sergeant Vroom.
Yeah, buddy, yeah, the clutch is right over there. Yeah, it's an old thing. It's right over there. You got it. I have that thing.
The next tip needs no introduction, but I will anyway. It's Jack, playing Jam Jam, who's playing DG.
Until next time.
The next tip
Stop calling us tips.
needs no introduction.
yeah.
It's a tip of the table. There's so many. It's a 6 tips table.
Don't you dare
Right,
stop.
none of us are sitting at a side. We're all sitting at the tips.
That's right.
Our
Because we're
tips are
all
touching.
so incredible.
Bonk.
No, the tips don't touch.
Come on, it's a prison episode. They gotta touch a little bit.
Stop.
fair.
Bonk.
The next tip, the genius tip, is our beloved Francesco, playing Percival Flodhest, playing TBD.
Yeah, I won't actually say the name that I wrote down until the next episode. So, Percival just kind of pipes up as the bus starts. Okay, am I allowed to talk now? I have a lot of thoughts. First of all,
To his left, final tip of the table, is Dave, playing March, playing TBD.
I just want it on record that you can go back and review the tapes. I'm not the one who ruined this episode. It's everybody else. Thank you. Rest my case, Your Honor.
And I've already told you which tip I am, and tonight, or whatever, I can only tell you one other thing. Thank you for being here. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'm the smallest tip.
Jesus Christ.